Welcome to day 11 of the 30-day self-love Pilates challenge. Today we are going to start at the back of your mat standing, and it's a bit of full body practice. So when you're ready, meeting me at the back of your mat. Finding your way to the back of your mat, bringing your feet about hip distance apart, and just start to bring the hands to your lower belly. As you breathe in, can you let the ribs, the belly expand, pressing into the fingertips? And as you breathe out, let the belly fall away. Using this as a guide, breathe in, crown the head to the sky. And breathe out, grounding down into your mat. One more like this, full breath in. Noticing how you're feeling today, and breathe it out, letting everything go. Start to wriggle the fingers, the knees, take a little shake. Bring the hands overhead as you breathe in, palms come together, and then forward fold as you breathe out. Let's do this one more time, rolling through the spine. Inhale, hands to the sky, hands through heart center, forward fold, and coming all the way down. Planting the hands down, can you start to walk yourself out, keeping the knees bent until you lengthen to find your plank. Then from here, we re-bend the knees, press the hands back, and roll through the spine. We're gonna do this a few more times. Lengthen the arms to the sky, breathe in. Forward fold as you breathe out. Plant the hands down, and walk yourself out to find a plank. And then bend the knees, walk your hands back. Lowering the heels, rolling through the spine. Last time, inhale, hands to the sky. Forward fold as you breathe out, keeping the knees bent, plant the hands down, and then start to find your high plank. Straightening the legs, bringing the shoulders over the wrists, and see if you can tip forward an inch, and then back. So keeping the legs really straight, can you think about pressing the heels behind you, and then you come onto the tippy toes. Heels behind you, onto your tippy toes. Doming through the upper back, and let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Come down, bend the knees, drop the knees, untuck the toes, and just take a moment for a child's pose. Rolling forward, can you start to lower the hips to the earth, eye gaze high. And then start by tucking the chin to the chest, sending your hips back. A few more like this, rolling forward, lowering the hips, eye gaze, chest forward, and then tuck the chin to the chest, exhale as you press back. One more like this, rolling forward, and all the way back. Hopefully you're starting to feel a little bit warmer. Can you come all the way back to your half plank position, like so? You can walk the knees in or out to see what feels best. And can you start to find straight arms, shoulders over your wrist? Draw the elbows in so your biceps are facing forward. And we're gonna find a push-up. I know, let's go. We're gonna come down, elbows stay close to the body. Exhale as you press back up. Elbows bend, elbows extend. Now, a push-up can be on the knees, on the toes. And today, we're gonna stay on the knees. You can also go push-up into child's pose. Considering we're still early into your practice, then this may be a really nice option. Otherwise, stay with your push-ups. No matter where you are, let's go 5. Keep pressing down into the mat. 4, 3, 2. Oh, push-ups are hard for me. On 1. Oh, come all the way back up. Take a child's pose or puppy pose where the hips are higher. And the puppy pose is with arms straight, so you can tuck the chin down to the earth. Coming forward and just making your way down onto your belly. Can you bring your hands underneath your forehead, lower your head onto the hands, and slightly lift the chin off the mat. Pressing down into the hips and the toes, so your shins and your knees slightly lift off the mat. Full breath in. Exhale, can you start to lift your legs? Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift the legs. Inhale, lower. So keeping your head really heavy for now. Lift and lower. Think about squeezing through the glutes as well as your mid back. Let's go 5, 4, 3. We're going to add the arms into on 1, lowering all the way down. Now just making sure you've got a bit of space. I'm just going to shuffle down. If you don't, I'll give you a few options. So from here, full breath in, stay for your breath out. Inhale, can you lift the legs as well as the chest and the elbows? Exhale, lower. Keep the forehead connected to the hands. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Now this is where we add, inhale, lift, extend the arms to a T shape, bring them back, and lower. If you are short for space today, keep the elbows bent, bring them down to the ribs, back to the forehead, and lower. Inhale, lift, extend the arms, keep squeezing the shoulder blades together until you lower, exhale. Inhale, lift, squeeze everything into the back line, and lower. Let's do 5. This is 4. We're gonna have sexy backs this summer. 3. Let's go 2. On 1, can you hold? Now really press down into the hips and just arms, extend and bend. Extend and bend. Now this doesn't have to be a big shape off the earth. Think about squeezing the glutes, the mid back, and you're just pressing the hips into the earth. For 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, come all the way down and just drop to one cheek. Rocking the hips side to side. Oh, how nice would it be? This is where class ended. But not today. Not today. Sorry. We are going to roll onto your right hand side. And we're going to start to extend the legs really long. Can you bring your left foot in front of your right and then come down to your right forearm? Full breath in. You can use your left hand to help you. Can you lift the hips? Can you lower the hips? Exhale, lift the hips. Inhale, lower. So you can use your left fingertips as a bit of a guide, like so, and lower. If you want, you can always bend your bottom leg, lift, and lower. So we are finding a variation of a side plank. You can always bring the hand to the hip and find what works for you. Let's go 3 more. Last 2. On 1, we're gonna hold your variation. So legs are straight or bottom leg is bent. Doesn't matter where you are, but can you just hold? Can you lift the hand to the sky? Little lift, little lower through the hips for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, stay with me, 4, 3, 2, on 1, come all the way down, shake it out, and just staying down onto your right hand side. Hand or bicep is going to be your pillow. Now from here, your knees are going to stay really bent. Hand can come to the hip or in front of you. Take a full breath in. Exhale, lift the leg and extend it long. Bend and extend. Now we actually did this shape yesterday, but we're going to be adding a little bit of a different variation, but hopefully it feels familiar in the body and you can start to really switch on through the legs. So send your awareness to where you want to feel this. Let's go 5, 4, we are bringing the knee back to center in 3. In 2, bring the leg back to center on 1. Now similar to what we did yesterday, we're going to flick the leg forward, except then we're going to slide it back, bend the knee. So drawing a nice big bicycle motion. I like to point the toe, you can flex the toes, you come back, but point the toes, you come forward and back. If pointing or flexing is just a little bit too much for your brain to think about, just pick one, don't worry. Just think about keeping the hip stacked and keeping the knee lifted. So we're separating the 2 knees. Imagine you are riding a bike on the way to your morning coffee, morning croissant. Almond croissant would be so good right now. I haven't really found any almond croissants in Bali. I do love them, so if there are anyone doing the workout that has been to Bali and there's a bakery that sells good almond croissants, please let me know in the comments and I'll report back. Now in 3, we're gonna reverse. Let's go 2. On 1, can you hold? Now flex the foot, drive it behind you, and then point the toe, bring it forward. Re-bend the knee. If you like, flex the foot, or just keep your toe pointed the whole time. So we bend, extend, slide it forward. Notice how this side feels, this direction. If it feels any different, maybe the leg is starting to say hello. And remember, when your muscles talk to you, A, it's a good thing, they're communicating with you, you're getting a workout in, but B, remember that you ultimately have the control to keep going, to stop, or to come back to your breath. All these tools are available to you at any point. Let's go 5, 4, final 3, 2, on 1, can you extend the leg long? Now we're going to slide it forward, exhale, slide it back. Inhale, slide it forward, exhale, flex the foot, slide it back. So now we're just doing the straight leg sweep. We did this in the bike, except we're just getting rid of the bent leg. Point the toe, bring it forward and back. Play around with your range. So the more you bring the heel towards the hip, maybe the more intense the sensation is through the back of the leg, the hamstrings. But also listen to where it feels good. Everyone's gonna look a little bit different. Also, each day is really different. Now, I'm really hoping we're friends. I may challenge our friendship in 3, but I love you in 2. On 1, hold your leg forward, point the toe, a little lift, a little lower. I get it. 5, 4, we're doing it together. 3, 2, on 1. Oh, wow, bend the knee, punch the glute. When you're ready, we are gonna come all the way up. Take a seat, bend the knees, bring the hands in front of you, spirit fingers are ready and active, and then think about sitting up really tall from the crown of the head. Planting down into the heels, can you start to hinge? So with a flat back, maybe just halfway, and then draw the lower belly in to lift yourself back up. Inhale as you come halfway, draw the belly button in, exhale back up. So rather than rolling through your spine, aiming to keep your back really flat. It's almost like someone's grabbing your ponytail, your plait, and pulling you behind and then launching you forward. This is your base, so you can always stay here. If it feels good, hang out here for a little bit longer. Otherwise, next time we come down, hold. Doesn't matter what arm, we're gonna go one arm up, one arm back, and then go the other way, back and up. Come down, one arm up overhead, one hand down, back to center first, and then change, back and up. Now I like to guide with my pinky, so pinky down, pinky up, back to center, pinky down, pinky up, back to center. Let's go 3. I always like to get you to do weird things, but that's how you improve your practice. Last 2. On 1, can you stay all the way down and just do the arms? Pinky down, pinky up, and then change. Now this time you can make it a little bit more fluid as you bring the hands through center. Keep drawing the belly button in. And let's go 5, 4, hands are to center in 3. In 2, hands come to center on 1, little lift, little low. So keep the back really flat as we reach your hands forward. Now there's a juicy almond croissant right there, the biggest one I've ever seen. Oh, with lemon curd in the middle. I'm so excited. It's just there for 5, whatever it is. We're reaching for it. 3, 2, on 1, come forward, fan the legs out, and just let the belly be really floppy, really jelly. Maybe close down the eyes for a moment. And start to mentally prepare as we come into the other side. So, waking your way up. Switcheroo, we're gonna come onto the left forearm. Setting yourself up for your side plank. Right leg's gonna come in front of you, and then your left leg's coming behind. Now, if you would like to do bent leg, bend the bottom leg. Otherwise, press into the fingertips, press into the elbow, full breath in. Exhale, lift the hips. Inhale, lower the hips. Exhale, lift. Inhale, low. Remember your options here. There's no shame in doing a bent leg side plank. In fact, if you're new to side planks, I recommend it. It's how you get a little bit stronger. Become familiar with the shape and then layer up. Let's go 5. We are holding up in 4. Let's go 3, 2, on 1, holding all the way up. Lift the hand to the sky. Think about lifting your left hip to the sky as you lift and lower. Now I've already been counting because we're doing 10. So this is 7, 6, smile, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way down. No more side planks. Not today, not this week. Maybe next week though. We're gonna lie down, bend the knees, hand or bicep as your pillow, and then can you start to just lift the top leg? Flex the foot, we're gonna slide it out, open. Inhale, bend. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bend. Now what you do with your top hand is up to you. You can bring it to the hip, you can bring it forward, but aiming to really open the hip as you slide the heel away from the body. Inhale, drive it back in. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bend. Now we are getting ready for your bicycles. So think about your destination, or try to visualize the journey. What does it look like? What are you seeing on the way? Because next time we bend the knee, hold, flick the leg forward, and then slide it back. Bend, maybe point the toe, flex the toe back. Allow your breath, your intention to carry these shapes rather than using any type of momentum. So you're really focusing on allowing the legs to be heavy as you bend and extend. Exhale back. We are here for 5. And we start to reverse in 4. Let's go 3, 2. Now on 1, keep the knee bent. Flex the foot, slide the heel behind you or to the space behind you, and then you point the toe, bring it forward. Bend the knee, flex the foot, drive it open, and bring it back in. If you would like to keep the toe pointed the whole time, you can. Otherwise, flex the foot, come out, point the toe to come forward. Tomorrow is a stretch class. I want you to hold on to that feeling, especially if things become a little bit sticky right now, knowing that you are rewarding your body, you are doing everything you can to give back to you, and tomorrow we get to stretch it out. Full body hug. Let's go 3. In 2, slide the leg back. On 1, slide the leg back in line with the hip. Now can you point the toe, we slide it forward? Exhale, slide it back. You might like to hold on to the leg if it starts to get heavy. Inhale, point the toe. Exhale, slide it back. Now for anyone that is a reformer girly, this shape maybe look really familiar. We normally do this with your foot in a strap, but right now we don't have any assistance, we just have your beautiful body. So let's go for 5. We are pulsing, which is no longer a surprise because you've done it before, in 3. Let's go 2. On 1, point the toe, lift and lower for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the knees in, let them settle. Send them some love. Thank them for their hard work because we're not using your glutes anymore. In fact, we're just going to finish with some core and then we're done. So make your way down onto your back. Bring your hands overhead or over your shoulders, palms face in. Start to bring your legs to tabletop and really draw your lower belly in as much as you can. From here, can you extend just the right leg? Inhale back to center. Extend the left leg. Inhale back to center. Now keep working through the alternating of the legs. And similar to your tummy time, we're going to start to find a T shape with the arms. So next time you extend your right leg, left hand comes out to the left and then you close. Right hand comes out, left leg and close. If you are short for space, simply go overhead instead. Your class, your practice. And we're also getting your mind really strong, your brain switching on with this coordination exercise. Now, only if it feels okay, next time you come back to center, glue your legs together. We're gonna go double arm, double leg, back to center. Double arm, double leg, back to center. Now, if it's not okay, stay with your singles. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Bring everything back to center, hug the knees into the chest, and then just start to plant the hands down by your side. Now we're gonna be doing your bicycles, but on your back, so for your core. So similar shape to what we did with your legs. Can you just start to bicycle your legs? Try not to overthink it. Really make these slow, intentional movements. Pressing the palms down into the earth, maybe even the triceps, as you draw your lower belly in. Now we're not on any ordinary bike. We are on a big pink unicycle. So it's a really big sensation, really big shape we have to make to keep the bike moving. Let's go 5. We are reversing in 3. Knees come to the chest in 2. On 1, reverse. Knees come into the chest and you're scooping the legs away from the body. Now notice if your lower back starts to lift, can you just reduce the range of how low the legs go? Working within your range, and embrace these sensations. Let them talk, let them sing, because we're here for 5. Knees into the chest in 3, in 2, on 1, knees come into the chest. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Last shape, head comes up towards the knees. Now this is my favorite exercise. You've probably done it with me before. We're gonna hold onto just your left shin and we're gonna extend your right leg long. Take a full breath in and really hold as you breathe out, and then change legs. So you're hugging one knee into the chest and then changing. Driving through the knees, drawing the lower belly in and lifting through the shoulder blades. Now to finish a little bit differently, we're going to attempt double legs. So it looks like so, knees come into a little ball, and then arms and legs extend, curl into a ball. Now, if this is not in your practice today, or you just want to finish with single legs, finish with single legs. If you'd like to ramp it up, keep the head, neck and shoulders off the mat. For 5, 4, exhale, reach, 3, 2, on 1, come all the way in, lower the head, let it go with a sigh, a big breath out, coming onto your left hand side, and then just pressing yourself all the way up. Finding a seated position, whether it's cross-legged or legs are in front of you, maybe a butterfly shape is where you'd like to sit. Try not to overthink it, and invite stillness. Slowly tucking the chin to the chest, or resting the hands somewhere onto your body. As you find stillness, I invite you to also find a sense of quiet. Disconnecting from the outside world as you bring your full awareness to what's going on within. Maybe the heart is pounding, maybe the belly subtly falls and rises. Maybe there's this sense of happiness, of achievement. Whatever it is, I want you to hold on to it. Take this feeling into the rest of your day, because I'm so proud of you for choosing you. Have a good day, and I will see you tomorrow for the stretch class. Mwah.